So I got banned in the 6th grade, and that was my easily most rock and roll moment.
The Lonely Few is happening, and it's great. Seaway Show! I know you on my Instagram feed.
Tell us your best rock star moment.
In the show or in life?
Player's choice.
Oh gosh.
I swim across the stage in Waking Up 30.
The last show that I played, the last concert that I played was at the Mercury Lounge.
A lot of rock star moments in this show that feel very cool to play out in front of people. It's amazing.
I feel like a rock star in that whole number, but specifically when I get to truly swim across the stage, I feel like one of those revolving sushi restaurants on a plate because I'm looking at the people at the tables and they're just looking at me and I'm swimming across.
I love that.
So much fun.
Yeah, we have this song called Bottle of Jack, and it just really gets the people going, but it's a time that we get to play together. We get to play with the band. It's a really high energy, and it's really sexy, and it's a lot of fun.
It felt like having a real New York underground club experience because it was packed, which was awesome, and it was so hot.
Yeah.
It was so hot, and I looked at photos of it later because there was times where I was having trouble breathing because it was so packed in this club and hot, and I looked at photos later and I was wearing a white tank top and it was just full sweat everywhere by the end of it, and that felt really like grungy New York rock concert vibe. So it felt pretty cool.
And I just had music in my head. And
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
You know?
That's why you're you. That's
God.
why we love you.
That's why we love you.
And Anne Juliet, I kind of feel like a rock star during Roar. So. Yeah, I'm so excited to see the show tonight.
I had a feeling you might say that because it was so cool getting to see you rock that stage.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, whenever I met MCC, I feel like I see great shows here. Only Gold, The Connector was a huge love of mine. People on TikTok know. And so happy to be back here for The Lonely Few. Zoe Sarnak is a rock star.
Such a rock star.
Right?
I know. Of my life. Your whole life.
This is up there. Honestly, the Janice Jam on Monday. I mean, like, I sang So What. Joshua Stephen Cardis, who does all of the arrangements for Broadway Sings, which is curated by Corey Mock. He gifted me the opportunity to do his arrangement of So What by Pink, and I honestly felt like the best that I've ever felt about performing for anything, because not only was it for a great cause and in honor of my mother-in-law Janice, but also like, I don't know, I felt because of this show too, I felt like, all right, let's go. Like, let's like be a rock star in this moment. And yeah, so I would say honestly, earlier this week on Monday, like I felt like the coolest rock star ever.
It depends how you define rock and roll.
I've given birth to 2 babies without any drugs.
Oh, that's so rock and roll.
Which feels pretty rock and roll to me.
And it's so cool because I feel like within the Broadway community, you're known as a rocker.
Yeah.
So seeing you here perform this off-Broadway is like this cool fusion of the worlds that you're already known for.
Yeah, I love that. I love that I get to bring the experience I've had in the last handful of years of playing concerts and playing rock concerts and getting to infuse that into this show is really cool. Yeah.
When I played Roger in Rent when I was 15 years old, and I had pajama pants and a pajama shirt, and I sang once on Glory doing pretty much a Ben Platt impression. It's on YouTube. You can check it out. It's pretty good. That was
I will.
it. Yeah.
I will.
Country's back in. Thank you, Beyonce.
Thank you, Beyonce. This isn't Texas, but we will hold them for the show because we have a few minutes left.
That's right.
That was pretty good. That was okay.
Pretty good. I'm not mad at it.
Thank you so much.
In my life?
Yeah.
Yes.
Broadway Bears.
Yes.
Yeah, those audiences are so lit, and it's like a midnight show, and there's thousands of humans out there, and you can't even sometimes hear your music cues because they're screaming so loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, Broadway Bears.
Mark McKillop brought us this past year, and it was the most exciting night. Thank you so much, Mark. We love you. Who raises the most money every year?
Always, every year. Yeah, King.
You should donate. Do you also have a fundraiser?
I do, yeah.
Am I like taking away from your fundraiser?
No, you're not. Mark, I can't ever match Mark. Who can? It's really
Literally.
kind of wild.
Yeah,
what
that's
they're
so
able
true.
to do.
Yeah.
In the 6th grade, I sort of peaked in my punk rockness. I had a band called 26 Seconds of Fame, and we used to play all like the middle school functions and stuff, and there was a poetry notebook project that
the teacher was like, oh, why don't you tell me your lyrics and I'll print them out, and so everyone can follow along while you play. And I started in and I got like 2 lines in, and she was like, okay, we're not gonna play that one. That song is not allowed. And so I got banned in the 6th grade, and that was my easily most rock and roll moment.
That's pretty iconic.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Kid who grew up playing like piano, guitar, bass, all these things, and getting to see this group of people doing it on stage every night. So I would say that's rock and roll. Also, there was once a jam check where I got to sing with the Lonely Few. That was very rock and roll.
So cool.
And every album and concert that I've ever loved.
See you at the show!